What is up, everybody? I'm NoLucksGiven, and in this video we are going to be looking at a game from a recent live stream that I did on February 28th, the last day of the last season. I wanted to see if I could climb up to be in the top 100 of ranked Storybook Brawl players. So this is a game from that stream. That does mean that this is going to be on the previous patch, but I've got a bunch of really sweet games that I wanted to showcase from that live stream. So to kind of get through them a little bit quicker, I'm going to be putting out 2 videos a day from this content, one at 9 a.m. and one at 3 p.m. EST. And then at 9 p.m. EST, that is going to be a game from the current patch. So if you're more interested in that, maybe this video isn't for you, but I do want to showcase all of these games for people that maybe didn't catch the full live stream or didn't see any of it at all, both because there were a lot of really fun games, but also I know that some of you are interested in the more competitive side of Storybook Brawl as opposed to some of my other videos which are maybe more exploratory or trying out some sillier stuff, and some silly things do happen in these games, but I'm definitely trying my hardest to win in every single one of them. So I think that that kind of makes it some interesting content too, and hopefully you guys think so as well. Enjoy. Don't hate Polywoggle and Skip, but we're going to look for those key threes. Brave, Lucky, Vampire, White, Prize Pig. There's a few of the things I said. I'm going to go for it. If Prized Pig gets to survive, and it's certainly not guaranteed when you look at Geppetto, and you also look at the fact that Geppetto did definitely win, because all 4 of these players lost, and we can tell that because all 3 of these players lost. So, or all 4 of these players won because all 4 of these players lost. So a little bit awkward. I'm not going to cast the Falling Stars because I think that just hurts our pig. It doesn't, I think, hurt Geppetto enough. Unlucky. Unlucky. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Disco. Alright, probably just cycle Chicken and then take Vampire and lock the rest of the shop. And I am considering, Falling Stars here. Both because it cycles the spell, and against Loki, I feel like it's much more likely to do relevant things than against Geppetto. And then I'm going to lock this shop again. I think these are still good 3-drops. We've got Scaling, and we've got Dwarves. We did not clear anything, and Loki is hitting us for a bunch of damage, so there you go. There's Loki for you. Okay. Do we go all in on the pig? I think we do. Well, we're certainly buying this Forbidden Fruit. So the question is, what else are we buying? And are we locking the other things? And I think the answer to all of that is yes. And I think this is the strongest board. Maybe I don't lock Princess White. Maybe we're not in Dwarves. Maybe we're just in Slay. Okay, I can get behind that. I do think that the Mummy is pretty good. But we are either donating a ton of cash to this lobby, or we are about to turn things around. And I'm here for it. Let's do it up. This could still be a very good game for us. It's technically 3.1, right? So opponents do have access to some 3s. We get the Slay. That's really clutch. And we've got these good ranged units. That's also pretty good for us. Nice. If we can attack the Sure Shot, and then the cat attacks that, nice. We get some pig gold too. That is huge to finally get some pig gold. Yeah, Skip can be a fickle beast Sometimes the pig works, sometimes it doesn't. And it's a huge deal if you get that first pig gold, that you can either win or lose just based off of that. But luckily, we are starting to put some other sweet things together right now. Interestingly, like, we do have a mage, and then we've got a pair of court wizards, but I don't think that's the plan. I think the plan is Grimsoul. And then the question is, do we roll or do we go Cindy plus Potion? And I think Cindy plus Potion is enough. Let's put the potion here, and then let's roll, and... Okay, we didn't find anything, but I think this is still a strong enough board. This Trophy Hunter definitely fell off. They probably never slayed with their Polywoggle, or they just slayed with it last turn. Nope, they still have their Polywoggle, and to make matters worse, we're going to attack right into it. So pretty nice stuff there. And now hopefully these pigs can not donate too much gold, but that the ranged unit can carry us here. And looks like we are going to lose this one against the Trophy Hunter. So good for them. Good for them. We gave them a bunch of gold, but we get to grab our first treasure of the game. I'll say Crystal Ball is interesting when we also look at the fact that we have this Brave Princess plus Grimsoul, which isn't typically what I would love to be doing right now. But what else are we doing? Deepstone Mine, Ring of Revenge? Those things are kind of terrible. So I think this is the play. Sure. We're definitely a little bit weak right now. But hopefully we don't fulfill the Black Meowder prophecy of going out 8th. And we're able to find some ways to cling onto victory here. Might even want to do this just to be slightly stronger. The Grimsoul, the idea is the Grimsoul is going to give us the Brave Princess slowly but surely. And nice, we get a Vampire Slay. That's really good if we can attack. Neither of those are great, but now we want to kill the ranged unit, I suppose. Nice. And we've got a small chance to slay. Wow, okay, so we double slayed with Brave. Gotta feel decent about that, and we are just going to barely lose to the Queen of Hearts. That's what always feels so bad. It's just so close. So close. All right, let's grab these for a second. We'll be getting rid of them soon, though. Could take a Polywoggle for next turn. It's a little bit awkward to make Polywoggle work. I also kind of just like taking Medusa to just respect the rest of the lobby a little bit more. Let's do that. And let's Witch's Brew. Have to decide if I am Polywoggling next turn. It's awkward to do so, though. Because we've got Vampire. But it's probably pretty strong. Because we'll be able to frontline the Brave. We should be able to connect with the Brave here. It's going to feel awkward if all of a sudden we're Hatball, though, too. That's a definite possibility that next turn we're Hatball and then we're desperate to try to get some more stats off of this board. We're like all monsters. Oops, all monsters, but maybe we can make some other stuff happen. We get to cut the Cindy as well next turn. Attack the... Sweet. That's best attack for us. That is really going to be helpful. And we get another Slay there, and then Brave Princess slays. So we are going to get the treasure from that. And now, hopefully, we can clean up these donkeys. Awkward. We take a little bit more damage. This pig definitely just needs +1/+1 so badly. Bad Moon in this sleigh comp? I guess so. Scaling seems like a pretty terrible thing to do, though. But that's the play. Yeah, I was thinking Queen's Grace can get cast on Brave Princess, and I think I should do it just to get a little bit more stats out on this board. Could also just take Shoulder Fairies just for the turn, even. But certainly a little bit awkward. Means we can cut this prized pig, though. I guess I'll take Spinning Wheel. We're not really set up super well to use Noble Steed. Of course, we could get a Herc off of this Polywoggle, but that's a good problem to have. I'm like somewhat tempted to do this so that the Grimsoul guarantees dies before the Polywoggle, but I think we just have to risk it. Maybe we can attack with Vampire first. That might have been bad, though. Okay, well, Vampire's dead, and Grimsoul dies, transforming Polywoggle into a Gumblegore. Okay, not the worst, not the worst. So that's going to be good with Shoulder Fairy, too. But are we just dead here? Maybe. Yes, no. We take 10. Okay, okay. So we were not immediately 8th, but quite close. Baba Yaga is a card. Shoulder Fairies is not even that strong. So what's the plan? What's the plan here? Lance is reasonable. Okay, we're going all in on Gumblegores. And I'm going to lose... Okay, hold on. Cool. Sure. We activated Lance. That's something. That was, yeah, definitely a lot to happen in those last few seconds, but we made something sweet happen here. The Gumblegores are reasonable ranged units. The Lance is still big. There's some definite things that can be done here. And we can still win this just with all these ranged units right now. So, solid. Solid turn. Nice. Get a tier 5 treasure. And now our Shoulder Fairies work again. Let's take an upgraded Shoulder Fairy, I think. Because that's a big unit. Yeah, we just need stats. Let's grab an upgraded Shoulder Fairy. I'll toss the... Crystal Ball is like so irreplaceable. We need to toss it, though. Alright, we cannot triple the Gumblegore this turn. As much as that would be good. I think we can Spinning Gold, and now I definitely want Baba Yagas. Okay. I also want Shadow Assassins for sure. Okay. I feel like we have put something together now. If we can scale this lance... Obviously, this is really scary, but the shoulder fairies gave us a lot of stats this turn. If we lose a single combat, we're out. But we're scaling lance, and we're getting nice slays, and we're winning our combats. Awesome. Now we get to find a triple of Gumblegore, grab a tier 6 treasure. We get 4 extra gold this turn to do so. Even more, actually, with the lucky coin. A pair of Green Knights does feel like it has play to it. Because we get to support a few of our key units like this. Now roll for Gumblegore and Green Knight. Can still find Gumblegore, Green Knight, Shadow Assassin. Doom Breath, kind of interesting. But we can still find Gumblegore, Green Knight, Shadow Assassin. We found Baba Yaga. Forgot about that one. I want to put Baba Yaga in. Let's sell Brave. Let's get Baba in here. The Green Knight is quite good. Pumps up the Lancelot, pumps up the Shoulder Fairies. 6098. Yeah. The real key here, though, is I want this lance closer to the start. Okay. I want lance slaying more than I want vampire slaying. Gumblegore gives us a slightly better board for the current turn, but I think Shadow Assassin allows us to toss the Vampire eventually, which is going to be important. The Gumblegores are just random. We're not trying to play Gumblegore. Could have even sold them there for the spell. But I think we've got enough stats. Land on Lance? Okay, lands on Vampire. It's fine. Vampire still gets to slay. Fortunately, my opponent does have a Romeo, but that's not going to be enough. We've got quite a large board presence here, so we're doing okay. We take out Juliet, and now we just have one ranged unit to deal with. Nice. Okay. We're back in the game, baby. 2 life points. Ain't nothing but a thang. Could roll for It Was All a Dream. The trick is, what could we sell to open up space for knighthood? The answer would be Vampire. Okay. Horde Dragon with a bunch of different 6s live is really cool. Maybe I should be taking Jormungand. Oh, is this all just a mistake then? Yeah, I probably should have taken the last Jormungand too, huh? I think I've got to lock this. I think I'm happy to lock this as well. Ready, set, go. Okay, I think this is pretty strong too. Again, could see doing something like this. But these extra stats on the Lance are probably better than the Lance attacking first, and Grimsoul's going to do its thing. We're going to get a tier 4 treasure. Horn is actually quite interesting. Wow, they took out Lance and Jormungand. That is huge. Okay. We still have the stats, though, don't we? Wow, that is really, really dang close. We're going to trade with the Queen, and then we kill Shadow Assassin. But wowie zowie, we make it through. We get to pick up a tier 4 treasure here. And Horn would be really cool. I think this one's a skip. Yeah. Let's skip and find a tier 7 treasure now. Horde Dragon's actually bad with this strategy because you wind up not being able to find Evil Eye as easily. If we take this, then we're really only rolling for Baba Yaga this turn. But this is fine. This can't give us anything. I guess it could give us an upgrade on Jormungand. Could also give us a Queen's Grace on Lancelot. I guess that's something interesting. I really don't need tier 7 treasures, but Holy Grail still has some play. Excalibur could still be good. Kind of feels like a mistake. It's not probably worth the 4 gold to transform out of Horde Dragon, though. And that whole combat we won just based off of Shoulder Fairies. So imagine if we actually get to slay with Lance and Jormungand. That could be a lot better for us. Nice. Okay. Jormungand's going to grow incredibly. Lance is going to get some nice scaling here too. And now we're starting to feel good, right? This is the lobby leader besides us. And we beat them pretty nicely here. And got some scaling. We actually killed them. Okay. Let's grab a tier 7 treasure. It does seem like Magic Sword and Holy Grail both would be pretty good. And why is this Geppetto so happy? Well, if they're Geppetto, we can just slay against them. Magic Sword doesn't really help us, especially not against Geppetto. Let's take Holy Grail. Okay, I like Grimsoul, and I'm going to put the Green Knight back in. It's just a ton of stats onto Lancelot here that I think we do need to respect it. And now next turn, we're Horde Dragon Holy Grailing. I'm going to roll super hard for Jormungand's. If I see the Gumblegore early, I'll take it. Otherwise, we're tossing the Gumblegores ASAP. Should potentially even just toss the Gumblegores right now to save the APM. But I would like to potentially find Excalibur. I feel like Excalibur plus Holy Grail could then be really insane. Then I'll just look for upgraded versions of Baba Yaga and Jormungand. And that's the comp. So let's see. Bearstain not going to do much. Grimsoul going to trigger onto Lancelot. Nice. Okay. And then Jormungand does get to slay. So that's some nice additional stats for Jormungand. And Lance gets to slay. So that's some nice stats for the whole squad. And I think we found a win, y'all. This was a scary, scary game. Skip down to 2 HP. Don't think these Black Cats are going to do too much to change this from a win to a loss. I think we've got it, and we're Holy Grailing next turn. Though this could be anything. Okay, it's a Wombats. That's something. But we're huge right now, so I'm not super concerned. Lance is going to get in there. We do have a smaller Lance this time because it's only supported by 1 Baba Yaga. But we are going to get a kill, and now we're in the finals, and we're Holy Grailing against this Loki that was on trees. That was probably a reasonable spell, as was the Shoulder Fairies reasonable. But I want to find Grimsoul. Awesome. Now I want this to be Evil Eye. No, Staff of the Old Toad is even better. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Awesome. Thank you. Tier 6, replace the... Okay. Spinning wheel. Now I can double Pigo and then replace that treasure. Sure. Let's just grab this right now. Tier 7 treasure. I couldn't see the shop. Okay, well, hopefully that's enough. It wasn't the craziest thing in the world, but I found the Excalibur, like I said, that I wanted, and I think that we're pretty strong here as well. And does look like Jormungand will be able to slay and survive, get some additional stats. Lance will be able to slay, get Jormungand some more additional stats, and find us a win. So there we go. Holy Grail on the final turn. Didn't make nearly great use of it, but we did change all of our treasures on the final turn. And that's a pretty sweet one. Skip almost dying down to 2 HP, but we played it perfectly, and we had just enough HP. HP is just another resource, and we used it, and we got to the end, and we found the win. So there we go. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, you can get to me live at twitch.tv/NoLucksGiven. That's going to be it for me for this one. Thank you very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.